Did you know that being a Muslim woman does not mean the same thing in all countries? From the towering skyscrapers of Dubai to rural Afghanistan, the realities that the challenges women face in the Muslim world are as diverse as the landscapes they face surround them. For example, while some enjoy a life surrounded by luxuries and rights, others struggle to access basic needs such as education. Today we will explore in detail how their rights, freedoms, and lifestyles vary depending on where they live. In addition, we will compare the realities of wealthy Muslim women with those who have to work hard to get ahead. Join us on this fascinating journey and don't forget to subscribe if you like it. Like the content. When we hear Muslim women, many automatically think of veils and restrictions, but this is only a small part of the reality. The Muslim world spans from Morocco to Indonesia, and each country has its own cultural and social interpretation of Islam. For example, in Indonesia, home to the world's largest Muslim population, women play pivotal roles in politics and business. However, in countries like Afghanistan, women face extreme barriers, such as being banned from studying. This contrast shows us that religion does not entirely define their lives. It is local laws, traditions, and policies that make the difference. What defines Muslim women's freedom? Women's freedom in the Muslim world is influenced by factors such as the interpretation of the Quran, the legal system, and local culture. In Tunisia, for example, legal reforms have guaranteed women's rights advanced, such as equality and divorce. In Morocco, women enjoy significant educational and employment rights thanks to progressive policies. In contrast, Afghanistan and Yemen stand out for their restrictive approach to women, where patriarchal norms run deep. This disparity underlines that religion is only one component in a broader mosaic of influences. Wealthy women in the Arab world, a glimpse into luxury. Wealthy women in the Arab world live a very different reality. In countries such as Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, these women enjoy exclusive privileges. They access education at the best international universities, own businesses, and move in luxury circles. Social media is full of examples: Saudi women piloting private jets or Kuwaiti businesswomen leading large investments. But while wealth provides freedom in many ways, it does not always remove cultural restrictions. Many still face traditional barriers, such as social pressure to marry and have children within certain time frames. But there are also those who have to work very hard, a different reality. In contrast, working women face considerable challenges. In countries such as Pakistan, many are engaged in informal jobs, such as agriculture or domestic service, with precarious working conditions. These women often have to balance long working hours with their responsibilities at home, including childcare. For example, in Egypt, it is common to see women in local markets selling products to support their families. These workers are the economic engine of many communities, but they rarely receive the recognition they deserve. Iran is a unique case that reflects both advances and setbacks in women's rights. On the one hand, they have access to high levels of education and are the majority in careers such as engineering and medicine. However, legal restrictions, such as the mandatory use of the hijab, and social challenges have sparked protest movements. Iranian women have shown courage in leading social changes despite the risks. These contradictions make Iran a complex country to analyze, but also an example of female resilience and struggle. Education is one of the most powerful tools to transform the lives of Muslim women. In countries such as Turkey and Malaysia, women have made significant progress thanks to accessible educational programs. However, in places such as Yemen or Somalia, the female literacy rate remains alarmingly low. This limits their job opportunities and perpetuates the cycle of poverty. International organizations are working to change this reality, promoting education as a universal right, especially in rural areas. Marriage and family roles are pillars. Are fundamental in many Muslim cultures, but their meaning varies by region and generation. In modern cities like Dubai or Istanbul, young women prioritize their studies and careers before Getting married, defying traditional expectations. In rural areas of Afghanistan or Sudan, by contrast, early marriage remains common, often as a way to ensure economic stability for families. In addition, in some communities, norms dictate that women should take on exclusive domestic responsibilities, while men are seen as the sole provider. However, this is gradually changing, with more couples sharing roles in the home and challenging gender stereotypes. Younger Muslim generations, especially those who have had access to education and social networks, are rewriting the rules, paving the way for new family dynamics. This change, although slow, reflects a transition towards greater equity in relationships. The participation of Muslim women in politics is a field that shows great contrasts. Countries like Pakistan have had female leaders, such as Benazir Bhutto, a figure key in the country's history. In Singapore, Halima Yaqub became the first female president, marking a milestone in the Muslim world. Elsewhere, however, social and legal barriers limit their presence in political positions. For example, in Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, women only began voting and running for office in 2015. Despite these challenges, the rise of activists and politicians across the Arab and Muslim world is a sign of change. Did this information surprise you? The stories of struggle and success of these women deserve to be known by everyone. Share this video so that more people learn about the differences and challenges that Muslim women face in different countries. Give it a like and comment on what topic you would like us to explore in the next video. Access to economic resources radically transforms the lives of Muslim women. While elites in countries like the United Arab Emirates enjoy travel, first-class education and access to luxury services, others struggle to survive on minimum wages. The contrast is evident in countries like Egypt, where upper-class women live in modern urban areas, while rural women workers face shortages. However, wealth does not always guarantee complete freedom. Many wealthy women also face rules. Muslim women face restrictive social conditions that limit their personal choices. Fashion, from the hijab to haute couture dresses, reflects the cultural and economic differences among Muslim women. In cities like Istanbul, it is common to see a mix of traditional and modern styles, with women wearing headscarves alongside others who prefer Western clothing. In contrast, in countries like Saudi Arabia or Iran, wearing the hijab is mandatory by law, sparking debates about freedom of choice. At the same time, Muslim women designers are revolutionizing the fashion industry, showing that it is possible to be faithful to tradition while innovating. Saudi Arabia represents one of the most emblematic examples of recent changes in the Muslim world. In recent years, women have gained rights such as driving, traveling without permission from a male guardian, and working in traditionally male sectors. However, the male guardianship system continues to limit their right to choose. Saudi women are gaining independence in many aspects of life. This progress, while significant, is still not enough to achieve full equality. Saudi women continue to fight for these changes to be deeper and longer lasting. Muslim women are proving their ability in the business arena, breaking stereotypes and leading in key sectors. In Dubai, it is common to see women leading businesses in technology, fashion, and tourism. Even in countries with stricter restrictions, such as Saudi Arabia, female entrepreneurs are challenging the norms by launching startups and innovative projects. This shows that with access to education and resources, women can thrive in any context. Furthermore, their success inspires others to follow in their footsteps and expand the horizons of what is possible. Social media has been a revolutionary tool for Muslim women. From activists in Egypt fighting for women's rights to entrepreneurs in Indonesians who use Instagram to promote their products, these platforms offer a space for expression and autonomy. However, they also face criticism and attacks online, especially when they challenge traditional norms. Despite this, their positive impact is undeniable, as it allows women from different regions to connect and empower them through shared stories. The lives of Muslim women vary dramatically between urban and rural areas. In cities like Dubai or Istanbul, women have access to education, employment, and a modern life, while in rural areas of Afghanistan or Yemen, they face cultural and economic barriers. Lack of transportation, healthcare, and job opportunities perpetuates inequalities in these areas. However, local organizations are working to close this gap, bringing education and resources to remote communities. Importantly, many Muslim men are also supporting women's rights. Movements like Kefir have gained popularity in progressive Muslim countries, promoting gender equality. In countries like Tunisia and Morocco, more and more men are challenging patriarchal norms and advocating for women's participation in all aspects of society. This shift in mindset is essential to achieving sustainable progress in women's rights. If this video has taught you something new about Muslim women, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Your support helps us continue to create interesting stories and educational. Also, leave us your opinion in the comments about what you think of these such diverse realities. Despite the challenges, the future for Muslim women looks bright in many regions. Local feminist movements, access to education, and the impact of social media are creating new opportunities for them. In addition, legal and social changes in countries such as Saudi Arabia and Morocco show that progress towards equality is possible. Although much remains to be done, Muslim women are leading the change with courage and determination, inspiring future generations. Muslim women are not a homogeneous group, their experiences are as diverse as the countries in which they live. From urban elites to rural workers, each faces unique challenges and distinct opportunities. Understanding these differences allows us to appreciate their struggles and achievements, as well as recognize the need to support their path to equality. If you enjoyed this tour, don't forget to like it, share it, and join our community by subscribing. See you in the next video.